Hey guys, recently I saw this post, right? It's called Genshin long-term habitability tier list, and I really disagree with some of the stuff. You're gonna disrespect my boy Varanara village down here, bro. You're gonna disrespect my Aranara homies there, bro. Those are the best neighbors to live with. So I thought I'm gonna rearrange this tier list myself. It's a decent tier list, but yeah, I will change some stuff. Okay, so basically I cropped up his tier list and then I added some extra areas. Actually, his tier list, right, some of the areas don't make sense too. It's like he put Tanit camps and Tatarasuna. Are there even any people at these places? No one lives there anymore, bro. And it's a desert area. No one wants to live in the desert area. Tatarasuna. Who wants to live there, bro? The first one I really wanted to talk about was the Sangonomiya Shrine. Come on, you can't tell me you wouldn't want to live in a place like this. And with a lot of water here. War. If you look at the original, he put it in C tier Sangonomiya Shrine. Bruh. In my opinion, Sangonomiya Shrine has to be at least be B or A, and I'll put it in A tier. I personally like these kind of places to live in. Let's talk about the S tier places that he put. Fontaine City is your typical metropolis, right? But in my opinion, this city is not S tier. In my opinion, this city is A or B even. You know why? This place has a really high crime rate. You know, all those cases we dealt with in Fontaine? This is basically Sherlock Holmes town, bro. Bro, what? This place is not a safe place to live. There's even poverty area under the sewage, bro. I really don't like living in big cities. So I do have a personal bias here. Maybe for you guys, you like to live in a big city, but I wouldn't live there. For me, it's a place that I would visit. I prefer to live in the nearby town, and I can visit once in a while, which is why, in my opinion, I think I would love to live in somewhere like Chaoying Village. Yes, the new sort of new area. Chaoying Village is wonderful. I would love to live there. Welcome to the rice fields. Come on, I feel I'll live until 100 years old staying in this town. It's just so clean. Drink tea every day. Oh, Mondstadt City. Okay, I think we all know how Mondstadt City is, right? I think I'll give it S tier. I really like this place. It's one of the beginning areas, right? We have a lot of nostalgia there. Is it comparable to Fontaine City? Only a little bit. Other than people getting drunk all day, is there any negatives there? There's a church, there's a healing spot, there's a hospital, there's a knight to protect the area. Are we actually considering the basic social needs of a city? Are we actually considering that? I don't think so, right? What are the basic needs of making somewhere a hospitable area? Okay, next is Springvale. He gave it a B. I guess it's a B for me. I will give it an A in my opinion, because the area of Springvale, right, if you look at it on the map, it's actually so close to Mondstadt City. It is basically what I love, right? Described as an ideal living spot for me. You are basically living in a small town, but it's so near the city that it's just a few minutes away. Liyue Harbor, not gonna lie, it's probably on the same level as Fontaine City. It's just a lot of hustle and bustle. But actually, I prefer it over Fontaine for some reason. I feel a harbor is a better place to live. It feels more open, it doesn't feel more stuck up. Wangshu Inn. Now this one was one of the gripes of this tier list, right? He put it in C. Bro, if he's talking about an inn, the inn is not a place that you would live permanently, right? I guess this is actually a Airbnb area. You don't stay there for too long. I'm guessing that's why that's a reason why it's not a good place to stay long term. And that is actually true. This is not somewhere you want to live. But if you could live there long term, would you live there? Actually, it's not a good place for old people if you want to stay until you're old, because you have to sit on a freaking lift up and down, right? It's not the most accessible of areas. Actually, the original post has a correct motive. It's actually not bad, but I'll still put it in C as well. Ginger Village, another good village I would love to stay in. I think I'll put it in A. It's sort of like Mondstadt Springvale, right? It's a self-sustaining area too. Now, Rito City seems decent. I think it's the actual B in this. The first B in this place is in the middle of the pack. Okay, Corner Village was another place I added because it's like another old people area, right? Honda City is relatively near Inazuma City actually, but there's less stuff there than even Springvale Village. That's why it's like another B for me. It's like 2 Bs in a row for Inazuma. Inazuma City, the actual city, is a pretty chill place. I think I'll put it in A for now. Maybe I'll change my mind later. It's a really good spot to live. Grand Narukami Shrine. If you are Yaimiko, that's the best spot to live. As for living there, it's like, in my opinion, it's a pretty decent area. If you are furry, maybe it's S tier. Kujo and Kamen. This is this is like another like part of like the old post where you're like, what is this place here? There's barely anyone there. Let's see here. Boro Village. Oh wait, this is the Sananomiya's like city, right? I'll put it a little below because it's not the actual area. Sumeru City. Okay, Sumeru City is where Nilo lives. Okay, the thing is, Sumeru City, like, I would love to live in like the poor area, quote unquote poor area. It's like the dancing area where Nilo is, right? I would love to live there. Actually, pretty well-rounded city if you actually think about it. You don't need to take a lift around the city. There's slopes everywhere, and it's a decent living cost in my opinion because there's like a lot of people selling stuff there. Pretty hustle and bustle city. In my opinion, it's like a better Liyue Harbor. Yeah, this one is the one that got curb storms, right? In my opinion, it's at least an A tier. I would love to live here actually. I would love to live here. Even though there's like no hospitals, no police. The police is the Varanara. Medicine is the Varanara. He's gonna let me eat his plants or something. And I'll be talking with my boys, my plant spirits, every day. Vinara Village. I forgot what this place looks like. Seems like a simple fishing village. A lot of bridges here and there. Yeah, it looks like a typical Sumeru village. I guess I'll put B. Port or small? This one is like a better Vimara village. Has to be at least A tier, right? It's a little bit bigger, a little bit more well built. I've been there a lot of times. Okay, Aru village. Okay, the thing about like desert areas, right? It's like almost and automatically like 1 tier below where you want them to be just because they are in the desert. In my opinion, like it's really hard to live in the desert. If you go to like the Aru village, right, they always like some of the NPCs complain to you about like they don't have any stock supplies left, they need to like import stuff. It's just a hard place to live. That's just the nature of like deserts, man. Oh wait, this is the beginning village we went to in Sumeru. Honestly, you can only live here if you're like a forest ranger. To live in this kind of places where you have to like be freaking Tarzan and move around everywhere, they are not even like slopes. You literally have to glide here. I don't even know how the old people live there. Like, you literally have to climb everywhere in that village. It's not a good place to live, but there are people living there, so maybe they can help you out. It's a C here for me. Paradise DI. This is one where the original post didn't have. I added it myself, Paradise DI, and I would say it's like a B or an A. I'll put it B for now. It's like the researchers area, right? Okay, next one is Caravan Hiribel. Oh, this is like the last place before you go into like the desert area. This is a bit better than Aru in my opinion. But I think I'm gonna put in the same tier as Aru Village. It's like between the desert and forest area of Sumeru, right? In theory, this is actually like another harbor area actually. There's too many harbor areas, bro. Well, next is Poison. Ugh, Poison, I really don't know. I feel like this is a really bad place to live. Especially or indicative from like the past quests. This is basically the Fontaine cities like underground, but if you like enlarge it to a whole area, like I really wouldn't like to live in a place like Poison. I think I would put C tier, to be honest. Where did he put it? Oh yeah, he put it in C tier as well. Yilong Wharf. Okay, this is like the second newest area. In my opinion, you know what? I feel like it has to be also S or A. But since I prefer Qiaoying Village over Yilong Wharf. Okay, but the thing is, it's also a nice place to live. It's almost like in the middle of Liyue Harbor and Qiaoying Village in terms of style, right? If you're telling me if I would prefer Qiaoying Village over Yilong Wharf, then yes, I do, but not by a long shot. Actually, I think I'll put it in like lower S as well. Okay, and then there's Petrichor, the newest area in Genshin. This place is far from everywhere in isolation. And bro, let me tell you, I don't know, man. I don't know about this place. Where did the original post put it? B. Wow, he actually put B beside the Tannic camps. Are you serious? I'm really not sure. I feel like it has to be even D tier, but there are people living there. So as we established, D tier is actually unlivable, and Petrichor is like, at least there's people living there, and you need to get there by boat, which is quite annoying. So yeah, this is the final tier list for me. Again, shout out to the original post. Yeah, I have very much different opinions from him. We do agree that Mondstadt City and the Chinese villages, the new Chinese villages, are S tier. So yeah, let me know where would you want to live in Genshin Impact. Bam bam bakudan.